Upstream, Via Ferrata Ouray. You better do it. We're walking to go do the upstream of the Via Ferrata and Ouray.
Ready to get our sweat on and our climbing on.
Let's do it. It's about 8:30, 45 degrees. It's gonna warm up a little bit. It's gonna be amazing.
Let's do this.
Let's do it. We did the downstream a couple days ago.
Nothing can beat us now. Let's go.
Nothing can defeat us now.
Let's speed it along.
Ouray, Colorado is the location of an amazing Via Ferrata route and one of the very few in the United States that is absolutely free. We started early in the morning around 8:30 a.m. and found parking on Camp Bird Road. There is a bigger parking area lower down on the $1 Million Highway. We slipped on our climbing gear and were ready to rock and roll in no time. The Upstream route includes approximately 5,000 feet of travel distance as you climb throughout the gorge. It includes an early exit suspension bridge at approximately 1/3 the way through the route, a 3-wire cable bridge entrance suspended 100 feet over the gorge, a vertical 60-foot Helix ladder, and a final leap of faith across the narrowest portion of the gorge, followed by a steep climb to the canyon rim. We bought all the Via Ferrata equipment beforehand, including a certified Via Ferrata energy absorbance system, certified mountaineering helmet, and harness. There's a link in the description to the website where they list out all the requirements for the Via Ferrata. We're all geared up for the Via Ferrata. We're about to go to the staging area.
Yeah, we're going to the next level.
Level 2. Upstream is a little bit more difficult than a downstream one. There's an awesome 60-foot ladder that we have to climb up. It's gonna be amazing.
Yay.
Yeah, let's go, first bridge.
Yay.
The entrance to the Upstream route is a 3-wire cable bridge. The cable bridge is suspended 100 feet above the Uncompahgre Gorge below. This first obstacle definitely got our heart rate pumping in preparation for all the other obstacles to come. Once we passed the first cable bridge and started on the route, we realized Cassandra was way in over her head on the Upstream route. Even though we completed the downstream route earlier in the week, this Upstream route was way more technical, so we discussed whether or not she should take the early exit bridge. Soon after the first suspension bridge, you'll be at the base of a 60-feet vertical Helix ladder. This is one of my, if not my favorite obstacle on the Upstream route. Okay, we're about to do the ladder. So much fun.
Don't put me crying on the video.
How's it going down there?
I conquered the ladder like it was a walk in the park. On the other hand, looking down at Cassandra, I'm not sure if it was her favorite obstacle, but she of course finished it like the tough Minnesota girl she is. We continued along the route, climbing up and down the mountainside, which seemed like an eternity until we reached the early exit suspension bridge, which is 1/3 of the way through the route. There are many areas where your feet will be on rock instead of the reinforced rebar, so be sure to wear proper shoes on this route. You'll also encounter many areas where your body is leaning backwards as your hand rungs are protruding out further from the mountain than your feet rungs. This causes you to lean back tremendously, exhausting your upper body strength. There are many times where I wrap my elbow around the rung just to give my grip and arms a rest for the next leg of the route.
Move your carabiner. Hold on to the cable. Toss the cable. There we go. So much fun. So much fun. So much fun. And fun and fun. So much fun. So much fun. So much fun. Fun, fun, fun. So much fun. Step in that little crack. Perfect. There we go. There we go. Lean back. Perfect. There we go. Perfect, baby. It's just like a ladder. Just like a rata, 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 rata.
This is where I said my final goodbye to Cassandra. She ended up bailing out at the early exit suspension bridge. Even though she wasn't by me, she was still going to be my cheerleader from across the gorge as I complete the upstream route.
There's my cheerleader on the other side of the gorge. Oh yeah.
The downstream route was a piece of cake compared to the upstream route. Even though I was very confident in my ability after doing a couple Via Ferratas and rock climbing, this route humbled me and at some points had my adrenaline going trying to find how to make it to the next rung on the mountain.
We are on the upstream route past the bridge, the early exit bridge, and we're going to the end.
Thumbs up!
Got a little bit farther on the upstream route. It goes around this corner, and then I believe there's a spot to jump over the creek, which is the final exit point.
Oh, we're almost to the end of the Via Ferrata, and the last obstacle is called the Leap of Faith.
You got the faith?
The Leap of Faith, let's get her done.
Last incline section we have. We have to go way up there, straight vertical. Trust the cable. Trust the cable. I'm not coming up to give me encouragement.
Baby, I'm so proud of you for doing that.
You see, I just got some extra energy from that encouragement. This is the last, well, it's second to last.
The last clip.
We are almost finished. That little spot after Leap of Faith, that was pretty sketchy.
Really?
I was like leaning backwards. That was a little sketchy.
You did it, babe. Woohoo!
Did it. Upstream, Via Ferrata Ouray. You better do it. If you have experience.
Yeah, only if you have experience.
Completed both of the Via Ferratas in Ouray.
Yeah, we did that.
The upstream route is definitely a lot more technical than the downstream route.
You have to be very fit and healthy.
There is less rebars, like handholds. You have to use more of the rock. Just beware, if you try the upstream, you should be very confident in the downstream.
And confident in yourself, because I only went halfway. He went the full way.
All the
so
way.
I got to watch him finish and be his cheerleader.
Rob and Cass Adventures.
I can't believe we did what we just did.
Rob and Cass Adventures.
And we live to tell it. Live to tell it.
Thank you for watching. Please feel free to like and subscribe to our adventure channel to see more weekly hiking video guides.